library voice because everybody's still asleep but me. I actually been up since 4 in the morning. So I got up, I got some word in, and then, yeah, I'm eating breakfast. My breakfast. Y'all, grapefruits. Now that I know that grapefruits have so many good benefits, I can't stop eating it. I don't think I want to. And when my roommate opened up the other box, I'm getting me some of them grapefruits too. I gotta pay rent today. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I gotta pay rent today. I gotta remember so I won't forget. I usually pay my rent on the 27th, but my roommate don't want it that early. And my sister was like, maybe he don't want to spend it. And I'm thinking, I don't want it on me, so I won't spend it. Because I will go to DD's discounts in a minute and see what they talking about. Even though I do need to get me a little jean jacket because it's getting hot. And I want to wear my summer dresses to church. And if it's not churchy at the top part with the spaghetti strap and the too much back is out or whatever, I guess a little bit above the bra strap, I can wear my jean jacket with it. So that's what I'm looking forward to doing. So as soon as I can, I'm going to get me a jean jacket. Y'all, this grapefruit is jamming. So jamming. We're good. Got grapefruit juice all on my forehead. Simba. Before I start homework, I just thought I'd get me a little breakfast in. You know what I mean? So I'm reading a word. I'm reading the word about fasting. And I was reading Joel chapter 2, verses 12 through 13, where it talks about how we need to turn to God while there's still time. And he will relent pretty much us. You know what I mean? He wants to fill us with what he wants us to have. And I'm starting to learn what fasting is about. It's not just, oh, let me go ahead and fast. You know, I can lose a couple pounds. It's not about that. Because if you want to lose a couple of pounds, go on a diet. You know, something just bit me on my face, and now I have like a bump somewhere over. See, it's like a red little lump. It's somewhere right here. Itches. And if you want to fast, fasting is to give us character, you know, in God. Not just, you're not denying yourself of anything. And that's how I used to always look at fasting. Like, I ain't denying myself of no food. I mean, I have to have something. I haven't had edibles in a couple weeks. And I feel like I'm going on natural highs. And when you stop doing certain things that you've been doing that satisfy you, it is hard to kind of like do that. But you can't look at it that way. Like, let me sit down. You can't look at it that way, like you're depriving yourself of something, but just know that you are, like for me, because I don't want to say you, like you, I'm talking to you, but I'm not talking about you, but for me, this is how I'm viewing fasting. As I read the word, because at first I was avoiding it, I've heard somebody say, sometimes fasting may be the only way you'll be able to get some things from the Lord. But at the same time, I don't want it if it's just to gain something from the Lord. I want it because I do want to get close to God. I do want to stop evil ways that I have. I do want to stop or things that I do that don't please the Lord. I do want to stop those things. I don't think I'm evil. It's just, you know. But if it's not of God, it may be evil. Mm-hmm. But I think I'm drinking juice too, and eating the grapefruit guts. It's for me, it's more of a getting closer to God, getting clarity, building character, depriving yourself. And not, I don't even like to use the word deprive. Ridding yourself or getting rid of those things in your life that pleases you that won't last long. But when you stop smoking, or when you stop drinking, or when you stop having frivolous sex, or when you stop, masturbating even, and when you stop eating this junk food, watching that junk TV, and going out with friends, partying, and whatever it is, when you stop doing the things that comfort you, that comfort food, I gotta have me a piece of chocolate. I eat chocolate every day, so I ain't gonna deprive myself of what I like. That's when you become dependent on it. You gotta fast because there ain't gonna be no room for God to fill you with what He wants us to have if we keep holding on to these things that satisfies us for the moment. I don't know. That's just how I view it. I could be wrong. Feel free to write a comment about what you think. This is breakfast. So if my roommate get up and cook, I don't think I'm gonna eat nothing. Because for me, I can't eat breakfast. The most I can do is 2 pieces of toast and maybe an egg, maybe a couple of pieces of ashy bacon. I don't know. But I can't do bacon, egg, sausage, pork chops, leftover for pork chop. I can't even do all that. That's too much. He was all, yeah, hook it up. I'm not saying I was cooking nothing for you. This for me. Anyway, I was reading about Jonah in Jonah chapter 3, where God had told Jonah, go to Nineveh and tell them, if they don't stop their evil ways, I'm going to destroy this city. And they said the city was so large, it took 3 days to cover it all. And people took off their robes and stuff and wore burlap. Even the king stepped down from his robe and put on his burlap and sat amongst the, and God ended up changing his mind about destroying the city, because read it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Read it for yourself. Jonah chapter 3. Read it all. And God changed his mind, because he said because of what those people at Nineveh had done, he's going to change his mind about destroying that city as he threatened, because they wouldn't stop their evil ways. And I think that's what it is. Fasting is, I want to get close to God. But sometimes, and I have to say this, sometimes it's like I tell myself, like, Lord, you're up there. You're out of time and space. I'm not. I'm down here. And it's a constant tug of war of me wanting to do my own thing and then me wanting to get closer to you. Then I'm on a fence. I'm on the fence about, and not so much on the fence. Well, I guess you can't say I'm in a gray area about, Lord, it's okay for me to have a little of this and then still read the Bible and still get close to you and still go to church and praise dance and all that. But no, when you think of the word deprive, that's what some of us may. Well, let me speak for myself. That's what I get. That's why I don't fast, and I haven't fast, because I think of deprivation. Don't look at it that way. Look at it as you're getting close to God. When God fills you with what He wants you to have, you're not really being deprived of anything. It's just that you're getting the right stuff. Like, for instance, I wake up early in the morning, I'm hungry. Instead of running to Louisiana Fried Chicken or the liquor store or fulfilling my desires with what I want, for, scratching that itch, you eat a piece of fruit and it has more nutrients and more benefits than going to Taco Bell, spending money you don't have, the money I could have used for bus fare to go towards a Lyft ride or Uber ride to work. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of benefits. Isn't this old-fashioned eating grapefruit like this kind of? Because back in the day, they used to eat grapefruit a lot, like back in the Dick Van Dyke days. I can get used to this, and I don't think I'll get tired of that. Grapefruits is just... Oh, and not to mention, I got a bunch of apples from work. I'm going to try my best not to get any junk food today. Or this... But look it. Cup of noodles. I mean, I'm still going to eat that, but I got to also, too, remember, there are healthy choices, girl. Make a salad. And I got a $10 In-N-Out gift card or something. So, who knows? Why do I keep wasting grapefruit juice on my leg? Sticky mess. Okay. Now, back in business. So, I have to stop looking at the word deprived. Let's look at what that means. Deprived. Suffering a severe and and damaging lack of basic materials and cultural benefits. Yeah. So don't look at deprivation as something like, I'm not depriving myself of no food. I'm not, when they say push back your plate, it's not to tell you, because I want you to starve, but it's pushing back the things that desire us, those fleshly desires that we like. Push them back, never to going back to them again, so God can fill us with what He wants us. Because I feel pretty stupid eating a grapefruit with all these wonderful benefits and then turning around and eating that cup of noodle. Like, oh, that's breakfast. What kind of nutritional value is that? It's like mixing business and pleasure together, which in certain situations that can happen, but you take care of your business first, type of thing. So that way you don't ever have to, and then your business is pleasurable because your business has benefits. It does you good. They claim milk does a body good, but it don't. It don't. Look at all the stuff is in it. Cow cum is in it, or pus or whatever. That's why I haven't drunk milk. I'm very iffy about that. Even almond milk, even though I've grown to like almond milk, but I'm like, I don't know about it. I really want me a bowl of cereal. Just like, throw me some cereal and milk in a bowl and just eat it. And I'm just like, it's not, if it doesn't have, number one, I'm eating sugary cereal. So what if it's honey bunches of oats and I cut up a banana or an apple in my cereal? I still put sugar in it, extra sugar. So I'm pretty much that it's not going to be as beneficial if I just put sugar on top of this, or salt. Now, some people eat salt and sugar with their fruits. I'm like, this grapefruit is sweet. It's a ruby red grapefruit. It's sweet and it's so good. It don't need sugar. Because I feel like even when I drink tea, whatever herbs is in that tea whatever it does for you, if I put all this sugar and lemon and honey in it, even though honey and lemon may be beneficial, but if I put all this sugar in it, because I don't taste it, and it tastes nasty by itself, I feel like it kind of defeats the purpose of what the tea is actually supposed to do. If the tea abuses immune systems, if the tea is supposed to help with bowel movements, if the tea is supposed to help with clearing whatever digestive, whatever congestion, whatever, and I put a bunch of sugar in it, it's like I'm feeding to the problem. It has no more nutritional value. It has no more benefits because I put what I want in it. But hey, I'm eating a salad. So what if a bunch of ranch and bacos and a big old pieces of ham is in it? It's a salad. That's just an example of like the mindsets I used to have when it comes to fasting, because I didn't understand what fasting is. And fasting is also different from a diet. Don't go into, well, the passage I just read in my Bible pretty much said, because they show us scriptures, like I went to the concordance, I won't be satisfied until, hold on y'all, hold on. Gosh. Okay, I'm back. I won't be satisfied. Like the passage that I'm reading about fasting, it gives you the scriptures, and then it has a little passage about fasting. So if you go to the concordance and you read about health, fasting, community, celebration, gratitude, it would give you the scriptures to go with it, and they don't have a little passage on the side where it's an author who writes about his or her experiences and how Christians should view things. And so the passage was about fasting, and it's called Holy Diet. And it was about, if there are people who be like, well, I guess I can go on a fast. You know, it won't hurt to lose a couple pounds. That's not fasting. Fasting is not for losing weight. Fasting is for building character. Fasting is from pushing back the desires and stuff that pleases us, so we can be filled with what God wants us to have, so we can see clearly, we can have character, we can know the difference between right and wrong, and we can hold on to what God has filled us with. You see what I'm saying? So we got to turn from the things that pleases us, because they're not pleasing God. What pleases God is us, our eagerness to go to Him. Come to God with broken hearts. Come to God broken, period. And let Him fill us. Let Him patch up those things. That's what fasting is for me. And I say for me because everybody have a difference of an opinion. And it's okay to have an opposing viewpoint, just as long as you understand where I'm coming from. Like, you're not going to change my mind. I'm not going to change your mind. You know? It's a big old piece of meat right here. Let's go. Oh, yep. I can do this. I got apples and another grapefruit right over there. I never really appreciated grapefruits, but the other day when I ate a grapefruit, I was like, what are the benefits to grapefruit? And I read all these benefits. But the thing is, we feel like because we putting all these bacons in it, it's like I'm eating a salad. It's like, if the rule is to wear the proper uniform, you gonna wear the uniform how you want. And in your mind, I'm wearing the uniform. They never said how to wear it, but it's a way to wear it. You know, come on now. If you wear the uniform, back in the day, this is what the girls used to do with their PE clothes. I'm going to show you what the girls used to do in high school. Take these basketball shorts for an example. And these basketball shorts is my PE uniform. So you're supposed to wear it properly with the uniform shirt, whatever, right? Hold on, because I don't want my chi-chis popping out. So yeah, you're playing basketball, and the girls didn't like how long the uniform shorts was, and they didn't like the PE shorts being this long. So they would go like this. They'll fold it up here, and they'll keep on folding it, and they'll keep on folding it, and they'll keep on folding it until it damn near looked like Daisy Dukes. They used to kind of get in trouble for that. Not too much. If the PE teacher was a pervert, he wouldn't care. But that's not the way you wear the uniform. In their minds, they're like, well, I'm wearing the uniform. I showed up to PE class on time. I got dressed like everybody. I'm wearing the uniform. You never said how to wear the uniform. I got on the uniform, and that's all that should matter. But you know good and doggone well, when somebody says to wear the proper uniform, just because they didn't say wear the uniform properly, you thinking, well, I'm wearing the uniform. Ain't nobody told me how to wear it, so I'm wearing it. And you think that they should be satisfied with that. But that's not what it is. So when I fast, I can't say, well, I mean, I had a grapefruit, so what's wrong with this candy? What's wrong with this Louisiana fried chicken? I ate a fruit. I ate fruit. So I don't understand what's the problem. But you eating fruit, so you're getting all this nutritional value. Then you put that candy and that chicken and that greasy stuff in. It's going to get into your system, and it's going to defeat the purpose of the fruit. That's just how I feel for me. To some people, I disagree with that. Great. It's okay to have an opposing viewpoint. It's okay to have a difference of an opinion. Sometimes that makes for very interesting and healthy dialogues, because if everybody thinks the same, that's fine. But what can you talk about when it's like, oh, me too, girl? Mm-hmm. Me too. Mm-hmm. It's great that you're on the same page, but what else? I want to understand from somebody who has an opposing viewpoint. I say opposing viewpoint. Opposing viewpoint. And opposing viewpoints are not bad. Everybody has a difference of an opinion, and they think different. Everybody's not going to think the same. And you just want to understand. You just want to understand other people, where other people are coming from, and they'll give you a better perspective of, oh, okay. But it shouldn't change what you know is the truth. It shouldn't change your mind. Because their opposing viewpoint, their difference of an opinion is what they believe is their truth. It shouldn't change your mind. So if somebody comments on this video and be like, well, you know what, I don't agree with what you said about the fasting situation, because that's not. Or let me correct you, my sister. In chapter in the Bible, this, that, and that says this. And I'm like, okay, that's cute. But I still know what I read. I understand what you're saying. And I appreciate you sharing with me. You know, like I said, I'm not exempt from being corrected. But at the same time, and nor do I oppose being corrected, and especially if a person comes with it with some tact, with love, and they're delivering the message the right way, so I can understand. It's not to tell me I'm wrong. You wrong for that. No, that ain't it. Then can you kindly, tactfully, and tastefully, with respect, tell me, okay, so why do you think this way? That steak was the bomb. I'm just saying, you see clearly when it comes to truth, you know what I mean? And it's not, don't look at deprivation as like, the Bible wants us to starve ourselves. No. The Bible also said, I just read it. Read it for yourself. It also says, our hunger pains. This is what the passage said. Our hunger pains. How we feel when we get hungry. That's how God wants us to feel when we sin. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm so hungry. And we use food to nourish us. You see what I'm saying? And when we sin, instead of punishing ourselves, Well, I'm just going to do this since I sinned. No, go to God. You see what I'm saying? And he will mitigate. Go to God. And he will relent the punishment. Go to God. And let God restore you. And let God fulfill you. And let God come, and let God do it. Like those hunger pains. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. I can't wait till I get home. I'm so hungry right now. I could eat an apple, this and that, but I'm so hungry. But then, when we sin, instead of punishing ourselves, penance, penance, which means like a self-inflicted punishment. Instead of us feeling like that, that's why I said, don't tear your clothes, tear your hearts instead, and go to God. When you sin, you go to God. You're like, well, you know what, Lord? Since I've sinned, I'm going to cut all my hair off as a punishment for doing wrong. No. With that same brokenness you felt when you were hungry, like, oh my gosh, these hunger pains, I don't know what to do. That's how God wants us to feel, and go to Him. We're hungry. We fulfill ourselves by eating food. When we sin and we feel broken, we go to God so He can restore us and feed us. That's how that's what it is. I just read it. Or wherever it is, I'll get it later. Sorry, this grapefruit is the bomb. But this is going to be it, though. Because it's so good. And it's sweet. It don't need salt or sugar. That's the thing. We try to take what God... Well, that's my thing. I try to take what God said, put my little sprinkles of whatever I think it means on it, and go by that. Nope. That's not it. My pastor said, there ain't no in-between when it comes to God. You either king Him or kill Him. Meaning, you either believe or you don't. You either follow Him or you don't. There's no, well, I guess I can, on Tuesday I follow Him, but then on Wednesday I kind of do my own thing. I got my own relationship with God. But I just thought I'd share that little bit with y'all. Grapefruit. So juicy and so good. Oh my goodness, this was so good. Did I finish this correctly? Nope. So yeah. Okay, I'm done. Breakfast was delightful. You can use these for like you can make some earphones with it. You can make a bra. I don't know. Anyway, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I do hope you guys have a great day. Please stay safe and be careful, because I really believe that sometimes people be shooting and just trying to disguise it with firecracker noise. So just be careful. I'm not trying to scare nobody, but those sounded like gunshots last night, but I could be wrong. Because gunshots don't sound like they do in movies. Okay, so I hope everybody understands. I didn't come over here trying to defend or offend anybody, but I hope everybody kind of clearly understands what I was saying about the passage, about fasting and all that. It's just things that I gained truth about. I just want to share it. It's okay if you don't agree. That's fine. But for those who agree, yeah. I'm going to eat the other one. But I put a dent in that bowl. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Bye.